and we're doing it live.
We are live.
Yeah,
Oh, there we go.
Hello, guys,
Good evening.
and welcome to this Halloween Eve of Eves. Oh, Hallows Eve,
Yes.
Eve. The Eve of All Hallows Eve. Oh, whatever. I don't even care anymore. Okay, guys, we're doing our usual weekly stream. We are going to be doing the Star Trek Discovery Episode 7 review with myself and Geeky M's.
Yes, that's me.
That's Geeky M's. Yeah, that's her. Okay, guys, we'll just jump straight into it because okay, so this episode was really weird.
I loved it.
Yeah. Like I loved it to death, but it just had no bearing on the storyline whatsoever.
No,
it
but
was
it's
a proper
good.
curveball. It was just such a curveball. I didn't expect
Yeah.
it. Did not expect it. So it's really hard to talk about this without spoiling stuff, to be perfectly honest, because the entire plot is based around one specific thing. That just constantly happens, basically, isn't it? So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have done something like this before.
Yeah.
It was done. It's happened in Next Generation where they're caught in a loop. But yeah, I like this. I really enjoyed this. I thought it was so funny, and it was like little things happened, and then
Yeah, it did make me laugh. I enjoyed it. I like the character interplay. I think more than anything, it allowed us to have a bit of a bit of fun with the characters themselves because none of it really mattered in the long run.
no, and it really felt like a Star Trek episode as well.
Yeah. So last episode, I mean, obviously we mentioned this last time, didn't we? But last episode was definitely getting into that territory a little bit more than usual.
Yes.
And this one definitely just stepped straight into the I am Star Trek. This is like I am Star Trek. Hear me roar.
Yes.
Basically where we went with this episode. There was actual science talk involved, which hasn't happened really that much in this series. There was actual science being done, I suppose. And there was some very good character development. I like Michael's storyline in this. I love that she's finally sort of getting to grips with the human side more than anything else at the moment. Considering she's a human, she's definitely more Vulcan in the way her brain works.
I totally forgot about this. I have seen this episode. Harcourt Fenton Mudd, who's the guy in this episode, he actually appears as the same. That character is in the original Star Trek TV series as well.
No way.
Yeah.
Okay, do enlighten. Because
I didn't realise until because I was just looking up some images, and then when I saw it, it's like, oh my god! So I don't know if someone's created this, or no, this is what would have come up. See, when obviously the technology they would have had to make Star Trek original series wasn't as good as now, so this is a card that had been made up. So when they looked up on the computer about Harcourt Fenton Mudd, it said police record offences: smuggling, sentence suspended, transport stolen goods, purchase space vessel with counterfeit currency. But yeah, Mudd is a actual Star Trek.
I'm actually having a look right now.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, fair enough. I love wow, I love the the outfit is spectacular.
It is.
I'm just gonna pop an image on here. Give me 2 seconds, guys, because I really feel like you need to see this if you haven't already.
Oh my god, yes.
Uno momento. While I
hello,
just
Mitzi.
grab this.
Get in your bed. Don't keep meowing at me.
But no, I really enjoyed the whole thing. It was a really good episode. And it was a bit of a surprise, though. I will say that I wasn't expecting this episode at this point, because we were just starting to get into the nitty gritty of the actual storyline, and then suddenly it was like a huge curveball.
I loved it though.
Okay, guys, I'm just popping this on there, so you're probably going to see that sound there before I get a chance to actually sort it out. But this is, I'm going to expand this. Hold on. Look at that. Oh god, I'm doing all kinds of things now. Look at that guy. One hell of an image right there, right? This is.
You've cut out.
In case you didn't know that. What I cut out.
Yes. Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, that was
when
weird.
I can.
That's bizarre. Okay. But yeah, this is who that character is based off of. So he's very much a mainstay of Star Trek, I suppose we could say. So can you remember? Can you remember any of the storylines at all, Im, regarding this character?
He was only the one episode.
It's just one episode, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just gonna get rid of that because that needs to go away. I mean, it's a great image, but I'm not sure I like it that much. Okay, so that's Harcourt. So that's who the guy is. So I take it he runs in with Kirkland a few times. I'm assuming whatever happened in this particular episode where they're saying that didn't act. So he continued to be, as his other half called him, a naughty boy.
Yeah.
How disturbing.
Whoa.
So married life didn't actually agree with him then.
It seems like it didn't.
Fair enough. Okay, let's get into the actual episode itself then. So it's obviously based around sort of time loops and stuff. And the only person involved. So obviously now this is kind of building on Stamets' storyline, isn't it, more than anything else?
Yes, it is.
So he is.
I so loved him at the very beginning of the time loop before it actually started. He was so lovely.
I know, and then he gets more and more angry as it goes on. It did make me laugh. But yeah, he's actually not affected by it because of what happened with him at the tardigrade, which I think is a really nice little nod to things, and obviously
it wasn't just well, it wasn't temporary what they did. So he now actually is part of the engine. Yes.
So he is now a main part of that particular process of getting to the using the warp core that they have.
Yep.
Which is quite clever. But also more particularly, he is now able to live in multiple timelines. Obviously, we had that sort of look in the mirror that we had previously when the episode actually aired, where that all happened. But this is like almost a superpower in some way, I'd say, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Like he's able to exist in multiple timelines, and he's also able to remember what each version of himself is experiencing. So he has multiple memories of himself. Which obviously he states in this one is very confusing, which I can't imagine. I mean, considering the fact that Harcourt says at one point he's killed the captain 54 times.
Yeah.
I can't imagine that it's easy to remember that many times. Like the same 30 minutes that many times must be a blur.
Oh yeah, just a little bit.
But yeah, I was I liked the execution of it. Nothing really happened this episode. That's kind of the point. I know it's bizarre. This is why it's hard to kind of talk about it, because this episode could be put at any point in the storyline. I reckon they could have put this 3 episodes ago, and I wouldn't have really batted an eyelid.
Yeah, but it was nice because it was very hardcore the last episode, wasn't it, as well?
It was, yeah, it was very, yeah. I totally agree, and I get that they needed this sort of thing. This is the kind of thing that so one of the main complaints I've had about Rebels in the past, Star Wars Rebels, completely off tangent here, but I will converge at some point, is that because it's a weekly show, quite often they will leave you on a cliffhanger of a really intense episode, and then they'll go into one of these light-hearted episodes, and it throws you because you're like, well, now I have to wait 2 weeks to actually resolve the storyline.
Yeah.
Which is quite annoying in some cases, but I always forget, and I think a lot of people forget, that these are written so that they literally run concurrently. So the way they're written is that they're not going to be shown weekly. They're written to play as one continuous stream.
Yes.
In which case, having half an hour of lightheartedness in between like 2 very intense things. I mean, think about most movies. You're going to have your ups and downs in it.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So they play it as this is a breath before the next plunge. But obviously, in real terms, you already take that breath because you get on with your life for the other like 24, so the other 7 days of the week, and then you come back to it and go, oh, well, that was a bit of a waste. I think this episode will be much more enjoyable if you watched all of the series in one go.
Yeah.
I'm not taking it away. I know obviously it's a really good episode. I'm not taking that away from it. I just mean in terms of story, it's gonna make more sense to be as part of the series when you watch it in like order, one after another, like if you binge it, basically. I think it'll make more sense. I mean, going back to a very recent series, obviously me and yourself have watched Stranger Things.
Yeah, because I watched that all in one go. It's
yes,
just like one massive long film.
And there is one particular episode in there, which obviously I won't spoil it because we're not talking about that right now, but there's one particular episode in that run which is completely off tangent to the rest of the series, but it works perfectly well because because obviously it's just a quick 45 minutes in the 9-hour epic that is Stranger Things 2.
I have to apologise if you hear any banging. There's someone with fireworks.
Yeah, I'm literally getting the same thing. Yeah. I can see them. They're really pretty. They're really pretty guys. I'm gonna actually see them going off from where I live. It's great. Okay, so back on tangent.
Yes.
So obviously I've kind of gone through what I thought of the episode. Do you want to go through bits and pieces of yourself?
I loved it.
Okay, it's cool. Let's get into the stream, guys.
No, I really enjoyed this one. It did feel like a proper Star Trek episode as well.
Yeah.
And the fact that they had a character that's been in the original series.
They finally did that.
Yes, they've done it.
They finally did that.
I didn't even realise that because we've already seen him, but I only knew his name was Mud. I didn't even think just to Google him. I had no idea.
Well, he didn't seem like that important a character when we last saw him, to be honest.
I knew he would come back, and I had a feeling when he came back into it, something bit like it was going to be.
Yeah, I saw him as an antagonist, but I didn't see him as an antagonist that spanned multiple series.
No.
Yeah, but I mean, the point is with this though is that it actually annoys me even more that Tilly isn't important because they clearly don't mind. They don't mind the idea of crossing things over with the original series, and so now I'm more like, damn it, they really missed the trick.
They did. They did miss it. I think Tilly's just like everybody else. But this whole thing that Michael and oh god, what's his name? The chief of security. They kissed. Tyler, that's it.
Yeah.
They kissed.
But did.
That timeline's gone because they don't know they did that.
Only Stamets does. Only Stamets does. Stamets, I can imagine, is going to have a lot of fun with that because he has become a bit of a sweetheart since the Target race.
I love what's happened with him. Oh, he's so lovely.
Yeah.
But
gone.
What's going to happen? Because he's going to be like, I know these two should be together, and I know what they've done, but it's going to be a while till anything actually happens now.
Do you reckon he's going to do a bit of matchmaking?
It doesn't need. Well, they already know, don't they?
No, I know, but I think. Do you reckon he'll sort of push some buttons there? Because he seems like the kind of person right now. His personality right now seems like the kind of person where he just wants everyone to be happy, and
does.
And he will gladly just like put those two in a room together and seal them in there until they like come out together in love. That's the way I imagine it. I'm gonna lock you in a room and just deal with it. Deal with your feelings. Get on with it.
How funny.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no! What? Sorry, I'm just quickly looking on Twitter.
What's up?
Replying to Woojemaflub Geeky Star Trek Discovery Season 1 Episode 8 is now leaked. Oh god, it's been leaked.
Oh, I'm not. I'm waiting.
Oh no!
Because then it's 2 weeks. No. It's 2 weeks the next episode. I'm not leaking that stuff.
That does annoy me when that happens.
Who's just tagged you in that?
Just got alert. Movie leaked 2017 at.
Yeah, just seen it.
I don't know who that is. What that's all about.
No idea. Whatever. Ignoring.
Yeah.
Okay. This is going to be a really short review, I reckon, because
I think so.
This is a really linear storyline. Okay, so
but I love how they did actually fool him. He thought, "Oh well, I can keep carrying on with this loop."
Yeah, so
on and on.
I loved how they did it. I love that they outfought him. The other thing I absolutely love about this, and it's slightly understated in it, but this guy tried 50 plus times to get the details of the drive off the crew, and every time he failed because they refused to give the information to him. Now, in the balance of probability, that is some pretty good odds that crew is bloody good.
Oh yes,
like they are loyal. They are definitely loyal to the captain, to Lorca, without a doubt.
Course, yeah.
And Lorca himself, like he stood his ground on every single one. And I know that they don't remember what happened in the previous ones, but I mean, if I was Stamets, I'd be really happy to be part of that crew.
Oh yes, most definitely.
I mean, he was the only one that ended up being kind of a weak link in the end, because obviously he'd seen people die so many times, it kind of got to him a little bit. But
I'm not surprised though.
But it also still kind of played into their hands that he did that. So
yeah, well, the title of the episode was "Magic to Make the Sanest Man Go Mad."
Okay, fair enough. But no, I really enjoyed it. It was a very good episode. Yeah. I just, as I said, it just feels like
it was a nice, fun episode as well. Even though you saw people dying, it was quite fun.
It's just a bit
I love this whole thing. I wonder what this gun does. Let's have a look. It's like, it's so bad.
He's a bit like psychotic, that guy. He is a little bit scary, and
he is.
I suppose actually I kind of answered my own question from earlier, because I suppose that's probably the reason why he is still murdering people by the time Kurt comes about.
Yeah.
Yeah, without a doubt.
So I'm not sure about this whole thing, because he's got this police record in the original series, but yet that guy said he'd wipe the slate clean. But he's still got 10 years until.
I was gonna say, and I don't think he's gonna hang around for that long.
No.
I don't know about you, but I definitely don't think he's gonna be that into the whole marital life, considering what he's done thus far in his life. But yeah.
If you see the episode where he's in the original series, he doesn't seem to have the way he doesn't have a wife or anything like that.
Knowing him, he seems like the kind of person who would happily kill that entire family just to get their money. So there is every chance that's the case. One thing that did confuse me a little bit though, and kind of going back to it all. So obviously he had the time crystal thing inside that poor creature that came on board the ship. Yes. And his wrist brace, was that some kind of computer attached to it? Because it just kind of melted when he finally completed the time loop, and that really confused me.
Yeah, I don't know. It's almost like he used that other purple crystal on it that made things just disintegrate. Yeah,
almost. Yeah, I didn't understand.
I don't know.
Because potentially, I mean, obviously, I'm assuming in that timeline they still beamed the creature onto the ship, so they currently still have that creature in his ship, which they can now beam out of it and use the time crystal. So maybe that'll come back up in the next episode.
Maybe, I don't know.
I mean,
I remember what Michael said about it, because they're very unstable.
Yeah, I'm also saying this, but I can't remember now whether that was in a timeline that Michael can remember, because I think that might be the timeline before the one they actually beat him on. Because the one they beat him on...
She already knows all of this anyway, so...
Yeah,
she already knows about time crystal because she learned that in the Falcon Academy.
No, of course, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that she isn't aware that there's a ship inside that poor creature at the moment, because that happened in a time loop before the one that they've beaten on.
Oh, I think they would know, because they would do scans on it, won't they? Because they came out of it, so... I reckon they'd still know that.
That's fair. Well, then we'll just have to see if that comes up again, because I feel like that's kind of important in some way or another.
Yeah, I'm just assuming because they would do anyway, because they want to know how he did it, and
they said quite a few times that the creature doesn't look well, and almost every time they said it looks ill. So I'm assuming they do tests on it.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, they have to, because it's a risk of extinction.
Yes. So it's going to be going to potentially a zoo by the sound of it, of some sort.
Yeah. Or some sort of sanctuary type place. I don't know.
Yeah.
Which is cool that they do that.
Yeah, it is. It's very. All right, okay, I'm running out of things to talk about in this episode because it was very short. Well, not short. It was very compact.
It was very compact. It was just a time loop. But I as soon as it happened, I loved it because it just started reminding me of the episode in Next Generation. But this time we had someone else who knew what was going on.
Yes, got a little bit of a get out of jail free card for the crew, but obviously it's something that's paid off from previously. It didn't just come out of nowhere.
And when you saw the first time loop, when Michael accidentally bumped into, is it Stannis?
Yes.
When you Stamets. Stamets, sorry. What am I talking about?
I have no idea.
No. And then when you see the next loop, which is several loops later, she doesn't bump into him.
No, well, he's going to know.
That's how I noticed straight away. I was like that. Oh, something's changed. What's going on? What's happened?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So it was really funny because, slightly up on tangent here, I was watching this while wrapping presents, and my housemate came in, to borrow sellotape, and he hasn't seen the series yet. So he walked in at the moment the first explosion went off where everyone died, and he was like, "Oh, is that it?" It's like, yeah, mate, they got 7 episodes in and just decided to do away with it.
Yeah, that's it. We're just gonna blow the ship up.
We're only like 10 minutes into the first episode, but they were like, sod it. Like the 7th episode, 10 minutes in, end of Star Trek Discovery, like black screen, credits, done. Yeah, it's kind of hard to explain.
Oh dear.
Okay, so I'm happy to leave it there because I don't really think it's much.
Yeah, no, so am I. I really enjoyed this episode. It's nice to have a little
time break from the intensity that's been going on so far.
Yes, definitely.
It's been quite an intense series so far.
And I have a cat here that won't leave me alone, so I need to give her some attention.
I can hear her every now and then. It keeps making me laugh. Okay, guys.
No, what are you doing? Oh my god. Right, sorry.
Okay, guys. Thank you so much for watching, as always.
Yes, thank you, guys. Yes.
You guys are awesome. Make sure you subscribe to our channels. It's very helpful. Make sure that it lets us know that you are, there. And make sure you hit the bell icon, ding ding icon, and just like it, hit the thumbs up button. Let us know what you think. Let us know in the comments, and we'll see you next week for the next episode, which I'm quite looking forward to now.
I am. We should have some more action again. Now we've had this little quiet episode. Get
back into it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. Well, happy Halloween to everyone.
Oh yes, I hope you've all got your costumes ready.
Yeah.
I have.
I know you have.
If you want to know what I'm wearing, you'll have to watch my live stream tomorrow.
Indeed.
Yes.
Okay, guys. See you later on.
Bye bye.